Hey friends and fellow VEDSies, welcome to Forum Friday, or Friday Forum, or whatever I call these videos. I don't know. I'm in a different space because I'm house sitting for my parents, so I'm back home. And actually, this is the desk that I sat in front of when I used to make videos back in like middle school. Gosh, I hope those are all purged from the internet. I don't have a lot to talk about this Friday, especially because a lot of what I would talk about I'm going to talk about in my end of VEDS videos. But I do have a couple of things I want to talk about this week. But before I get into any of those, I want to welcome Graham back to making videos, back from tour. I've really enjoyed being able to catch up on how your travels went. First off, I want to respond to Tessa's video about relatable characters. I really enjoyed that, probably one of my favorite videos of the week, partially because it was an extension of something I was talking about, and there's always like an extra level of investment there, or narcissism. But also it was interesting because since we play D&D together, I can see some of the elements of the characters you talked about reflected in your D&D character, Evangeline, especially this tendency to be a little anxious and to overthink things. Also, I'm an Agent Carter stan. Peggy's awesome. If I was back in my apartment, I'd be showing off my little Agent Carter pop, but I sadly am not there. Man, I really want a third season of that television show. Can we please just get it? Disney Plus, I don't care what you put on your platform. The only thing that will get me to subscribe is a third season of Agent Carter. And I would have never pegged you for a Team Iron Man person. I am firmly Team Cap. I think that he had some extremely valid points. But I did enjoy hearing you talk about what you found appealing to Iron Man. And finally, I want to touch on two things that Alicia's been talking about: lists and internet communities. Lists, the question posed was, are they a form of diary keeping? And I definitely think they are. In my old journal, I would try to write down every single thing that I watched, listened to, or read in a day. It was an exhausting practice, and actually part of the reason why that journaling did not take off in the way that journaling Generation 2 has. But it is still a way of like capturing, okay, what informs my thoughts? Also just a nice self-reflective practice, even if it's not necessarily listing out things that really matter. If it's just listing out like things I saw today, it can be really relaxing and slightly therapeutic. I have a letterbox which I use all the time. It is my preferred method of social media. I forget what I think about things almost immediately, but being able to write out like a simple review and going back and reading those helps me out. I tell people all the time that Letterboxd is more for me than it is for anyone who follows me on there. But it's also just a good place to go and like figure out what your friends are up to as well. And I love the list making feature on there. The whole thing is basically making a list. That's a clock in our kitchen that sounds like birds, and I forgot about it when I moved out, but it has interrupted so many takes and videos. But yeah, I do really enjoy list making and how that can kind of turn into a community exercise as well as like a personal diary keeping type exercise, which I think is what Letterboxd does so well. By the way, if you want to follow me on Letterboxd, it is linked down in the description. That's another clock. I don't know where I was going with that. And the clock interrupted me. Oh, I was plugging my Letterboxd. Yeah, it's down in the description. I'm done. Wow. What a lame way to end the video. I will say that I'm really excited about some of the videos that I have coming out at the end of VEDS. I shot one yesterday with a friend that I think is really fun. And it's going up tomorrow, and I'm doing Alicia's challenge about the first sentence of the bad novel thing. I'm doing that Sunday. So with that being said, I will see y'all tomorrow.